This all transpired only but a year ago. Like any other morning for me, I'd get up and leave the house early, to go to the place where I and my good friends meet up. I was usually the first one there, but on this day, my friend Willy beat me there. Well, that's beside the point. Let's get to the main reason I'm telling this story. After getting my coffee, I walked over to where Willy was and sat down right in front of him. I then said, "Well, looks like you beat me here today." Willy then said, "Yeah, I was a little early, but I need to tell you something." I then looked at Willy and said, "What is it?" "I saw something this morning. I can't explain it. I was walking down the stairs in my house when I saw a shadow. I looked at it very intently, and it looked as if it was moving away, and, well, I then thought it was just my eyes playing a trick on me." "Creepy," I said. We talked a little about other stuff until our friends got there. Most of the time, it was like any other day when Willy told the others his story. Darby then said, "Willy, is this one of your scary stories?" Willy then responded, "No, I'm telling the truth. I really saw something, and I can't explain it." We all talked a little more, and we started to leave one by one. I was about to leave when I saw that Willy was still there. Now, this may seem normal, but he looked as if he was going to stay there a lot longer. I then asked him, "Willy, are you not leaving?" "No, I'm going to stay here a little longer, just to think." I gave him an A-OK smile and was on my way. Now, skipping to the next day, I arrived early in the morning, and guess who once again beat me there? I walked to the counter, got my coffee, and sat down in front of Willy. "What's the news today, Willy?" I saw it again. The shadow. It was closer today. "Did you get to see more of what it looked like?" "No, not really. It looks all black, kind of like a shadow." I sat there thinking, what could this be? "I don't know, Willy. Are you sure your eyes aren't playing tricks on you?" "I'm very sure that what I'm seeing is not a trick of the mind." We talked a little more about the shadow, and came up with some theories about what it could be, from a demon to a ghost, but, well, we just couldn't figure it out. Same old day played out, until our other friends arrived, and we all just had a good time. I think Willy didn't tell the others more about the shadows because they may have thought it was just a joke, that maybe Willy's just playing crazy. But me, well, I believe Willy, and I really want to get to the bottom of this. Like the day before, Willy stayed at the place to think, probably about the shadow and what it could be. I myself just went home and relaxed and watched TV. I was for sure worried about Willy. Well, I believe in the supernatural, and I think that something is haunting him. So, skipping to the next day, there he was. Willy had beaten me there again. It seemed like he was going to be like this every day. I got my coffee, sat down with Willy, and I said, "What did the shadow do this time?" Willy responded, "It wasn't there today. It's probably just a trick of the eye the whole time." I talked to Willy a little more about other stuff, not important to this story, and then I asked him, "Okay, why did you get here so early today if you didn't see the shadow?" "Well, I don't know. I guess I'll be here early every day from now on." We just had a normal day that day, with the other guys showing up, and Willy seemed to be back to his normal self once again. Even Willy left before me this time. Everything really did seem to be back to normal. On to the next day. I arrived, and no Willy. He wasn't there. When I saw he wasn't there, I gave a little chuckle and said to myself, "Looks like I beat him today." Well, you know the drill by now. Got my coffee, sat down. I sat there thinking to myself. I lost track of time, and Joe walked in. Joe came over and sat down and looked over to me and said, "Where's Willy?" "I don't know. Maybe he's late." Everyone else arrived, but no Willy. I just brushed it off, thinking he might have just been sick or didn't want to come that day. But in the back of my head, I knew that something was wrong. So, skipping on to the next day, and Willy wasn't there, and I knew now something was wrong. I then drove to Willy's house and knocked on the door. No answer. I went and asked his neighbors if they'd seen him the past 2 days, but they never saw him even leave his house. I called 911 and told them that my friend was missing. The police arrived and knocked on the door. They went inside and looked around, but nobody was there. The police said they'll keep an eye out for Willy and tell me if they see him. But, well, I knew the police weren't going to find him, because I now knew what had happened to Willy. It was the shadow. It had to have been the shadow. Willy wouldn't have just left, leaving all of his stuff behind. Now, a year has passed. Joe, Darby, Longbeard, Hobo, and I still haven't given up searching for our good friend Willy. Maybe one day we'll find him, and things will go back to normal. I only hope. Hey there. Thank you so much for taking the time to drop by and listen to this story today. It really means a lot to me. I put a lot of time and effort into making these videos, so it's nice to know that there's someone out there listening. Do me a little favor, would you? Click that like button, leave a comment, and if you really feel like it, why not subscribe too? Okay, happy tales everyone. See you soon.